So I wanted to make a brief gameplay video of me playing Invisible Woman for you to show you some examples of things that she can do, as you seemed a little bit confused by her kit the other night. Even though it seems like they're straightforward, there's some subtle ways to use things that aren't obvious. Right now I'm dropping a shield between us and them so that they can't do damage to us through that, and we get healed if they do. And then we back off as soon as they get near, and notice how I get out of line of sight and then immediately start healing my team off to the side, and then I just use that force push to keep the thing from getting in and forcing him to go around, and I keep moving the shield around. What's nice about your main attack is it goes through teammates and enemies and will come back. Oh, see, I just dropped that little psionic thing on him so that he wouldn't be able to continue to chase us down and couldn't get to Squirrel Girl fast enough to kill her, and then I immediately start shielding her. Every time you use the shield ability, it moves unless the enemy team has broken it, so you can keep dancing around where it's at as long as you don't let them break it. And it's ideal to not let them break it unless you know that you've got a bunch of incoming damage coming up and you need it in front of everybody. But notice how I'm using the shield and the healing at the same time, because that's the fastest way to add the most heals to everybody. But I immediately go back to doing damage in between anytime our team isn't healed. Magic is coming in, but I was able to mitigate enough healing that everybody took her down. And then I'm focusing on healing them again and moving it around, occasionally grabbing bubbles in between if I need them from Jeff, but constantly dancing around where that force field's at while also healing. I'd use a double jump right there to get away from the thing because it turns me invisible and breaks his ability to continue to track me for a bit, and then I go back to healing the second I'm not threatened by him. I get next to the shield because it heals me too. It's the best way to heal yourself as the Invisible Woman, is keeping this shield moving around so that it can have constant uptime for the people that need it instead of letting it break. But then remembering to use your abilities that stop them from attacking your team, such as pushing them out, and also that little bit of a stun move at the same time. I didn't notice that Namor needed some heals. Dropped heals immediately as I saw the giant acorn bomb coming in. And I'm just moving it between teammates with whoever needs it the most at the moment. I don't just leave it up indefinitely because it'll become a target for the enemy to shoot down. I put out that little psionic burst again because that keeps people from being able to charge through our little area and makes us safe that way. I've got my ultimate. I didn't necessarily need it, but I thought they might push since the other Invisible Woman used her ultimate, so I used my ultimate to counter her ultimate so that they wouldn't want to have to come through our ultimate to get to the area that she used for hers. Right there I die. I got hit by the Squirrel Girl ultimate. There wasn't much I could do between that wall, just bad positioning. I probably should have been a bit further back. So to move ahead, so I'm back in the fight, and I immediately see that the Torch used his ultimate, and there's those fire things all over, so I start trying to drop my shield, but it broke, so now I have to manually heal these people. I see the Squirrel Girl. She almost gets me. I'm running over to my shield so I can catch my heals and be safe. I also could have looked for any of Jeff's bubbles, but we kept teammates from dying there. I used my force push again while up there to keep him back. I see Magic's come in, and I'm going to force push her away in just a little bit, I believe. Maybe that's the next time we fight. I guess we just heal through this one. But I'm dancing back and forth. I only stand still for brief moments of time. I try to get out of the enemy's line of sight so that Jeff can heal me. I get behind my own shield and attack from there so I'm safe when we need that. And I'm constantly looking around to see who needs healing. I'm not staying focused on the enemy. Find enemy second. Oh, right there you saw that I pushed Magic backwards behind that shield and down through that tunnel, and it allowed my teammates to secure the kill to get her out of our face, and then go back to seeing who needs more heals right afterward. She could have came in and tore us up. I was jumping to make sure I could get visibility and drop that shield a bit ago. Now I'm pocket healing the Penny because they're focusing her. and it leads right there to our victory. Squirrel Girl was our MVP, but if you know, she never died like while I was anywhere near her. In fact, she only died once the entire time. It was probably not long after I died or just before I died. And you can also see that while my stats were only 4 and 1, I got 12 assists. That's people that I helped other people kill. And I got the most healing and the most assists in the game. So 12 assists compared to everybody else's everything. I only died the once. I got almost 7,000 healing, twice as much as Jeff, and only a 28% accuracy because she doesn't have an automatic attack. Jeff died 3 times. That was bad. It was taking him out of the fight and forcing me to be the main healer for a little while, but I was able to compensate by mixing my main attack with my shields. And you can see that we were really able to enable the 2 DPSs that we had, Namor and Squirrel Girl, to be able to get all of the kills and lacks of deaths that they did. Penny got some kills. It's not really matter. What's most important is that she's not dying and that she is blocking damage, and she can do that by me continuing to keep her healed. So, like when you were saying these people are just forcing me to heal constantly, that's totally okay. That's basically what we're supposed to be doing. Anyway, I hope that brief tutorial about her helped.